Hello, Laurel with the Mom Edit, and today I'm going to talk about what you need to know before you start lifting weights. So first, let's talk about if you decide to go to a gym to start lifting weights, using the dumbbells, using the machines, it can be super uncomfortable. You can feel really self-conscious. I know, I've been there. I just want to say, don't let that stop you from going to the gym. If you can go to the gym, you have the time, you have a membership, whatever, just do it. To start a workout at home, which might be a great place to start if you're a beginner, because then you don't have to worry about feeling uncomfortable around other people and not necessarily knowing what you're doing. Grab some basic equipment, dumbbells, resistance bands, and a bench if you have room for that. How do you pick the weight that you should be using? How heavy is heavy enough? Everybody is going to be different. If it's too light, you are not going to feel tired. Your muscles aren't going to be fatigued. It's going to be easy for you to get through all the reps and all the sets. You won't feel a muscle burn. If the weight is too heavy, you won't be able to get through the sets. You'll be extremely fatigued. You are going to sacrifice your form in order to lift this weight. So you're going to try to incorporate other parts of your body to try to lift this weight. So say you had 10 reps and you're like, ugh, and you're slowing down and it's getting harder and harder, and you get to 10 and you can make 10, maybe you're shaking and it's slow and you're making an ugly face, and there's no possible way that you could do 1 or 2 more, then you have the perfect weight. You want to struggle, you want it to be hard, but you can complete it. Then you have the right weight. How do I know to move up in weight? Because you're not gonna stay at the same weight, because you're gonna get stronger and stronger, which is the goal, right? Once that weight you could just get to your certain amount of reps and that was it, soon it's gonna start getting easier and easier, and you're not gonna be struggling on that last one, and you're gonna be able to do a few more. When you get to that point, then I would up it, and you can just go 5 more. How often will this happen? Sometimes for people, they can go up each week, but it might be 2 weeks, and then you can move up. You have your exercises, you have your set, so they go into the set, and then you do those in 3 circuits. So normally people will do 3 or 4 circuits. And your reps are how many times are you gonna do this exercise. So for an example, with the 4-week beginner series that we have, the way that we have it set out is we're doing an upper body and a lower body. How often that you would want to do these, I personally suggest at least 4 times a week you should be working out. If you're doing 4 times, do 2 upper body, 2 lower body. If you decide to go for 5, I would say 3 lower body, 2 upper body. Make sure that you're either alternating, so you could go upper body, lower body, rest day, or if you're feeling very sore, don't push yourself, allow your body to rest. You could, upper body rest, lower body rest, whatever works for your schedule and what feels good. Burnout is real. Do not burn yourself out, because that's just another thing that will make you be like, oh, screw this, I don't want to do this, it's too hard, it's not good for me. Take care of yourself and do what's best for you and listen to your body. On these rest days, if you're very sore and you're very tired, because maybe this is something brand new for you, rest, relax, it's fine. But if you're feeling okay, you could have active rest days, right? So taking a walk. Walking is so good for you and so underrated. You could stretch, you could do yoga, you could do a dance class. Yeah, it's still relaxing, it's enjoyable, but you're still moving. Something that is super important to me is form and technique. If you don't learn the right form and do it right, you will injure yourself, or what will happen is other muscles will start recruiting themselves to help you with the exercise because you're not doing it the way it was intended for the muscles it was intended. The next thing is making sure that you use the full range of movement. So if you have a bicep curl, you're extending your arm and you're bringing it all the way up. and you're extending. So having these kind of half, like maybe it's too hard and the weight is too heavy, that's it, you know. So you wanna get full range of motion with good form and technique. And the last thing is to make sure that you have mind-body connection. Understanding what muscle is working and you can feel that muscle. And that's gonna be really hard in the beginning. So you really have to pay attention to your body and the movement and try to squeeze that muscle, and then you know that you're working it and not something else. These are the goals that help us keep going because it gets really exciting. Set your goals, just make sure that they are realistic. Make small, easy, achievable goals so that you can stay motivated and not get frustrated too quickly. In order to achieve these goals and to get results, you have to be consistent. For instance, we are doing a 4-week series. It's really the same moves. I changed them a little bit. And generally what you'll do with a weightlifting program is you will keep the same upper body, lower body workout for at least 4 weeks. Repetition, consistency of the same movement for at least 4 weeks. And I guarantee, and at least 4 times a week, I do guarantee you will notice a difference. You will see results, whether that's like, oh my God, I'm stronger. Oh my God, I can actually get through this set. I've gone up in weight, or start feeling muscles, having a mind-body connection. You will see that within like 8 weeks if you stay consistent every week, 4 days out of the week. So, in order to get through all these workouts, 4 times a week for 4, 6, 8 weeks, you have to fuel yourself, okay? You can't expect your body to do this amount of work without anything to fuel itself. I always use the example of like, can you drive your car if you don't put gas in it? For moms that are taking so care of their kids and making sure they're fed before their soccer practices or their meets, team meets and stuff, like, would you just send your kid out the door without giving them breakfast? Like, no. So why can't we do the same for ourselves? If we're gonna be doing something that requires our body to work hard, we have to give it the fuel to do so. Wear something obviously that you are comfortable in, that you can move in. I personally like to wear something where I can see my body so that while I'm watching myself, I can see that I am in the correct form. And as far as shoes, you don't want to wear like a running shoe that has a lift in the heel. You want to try to wear a flat shoe, and I think they have weightlifting shoes out there, but a lot of people wear Converses. I wear my Fuegos, my dance shoes, because they're flat. Some people even lift in socks. Whatever is the most comfortable for you, do that. Along that line, if you have an injury or you should be wearing a knee brace or a wrist or elbow, please do that. If you have any questions that I didn't talk about today, please leave them below so that we can make sure that we address them, because if you have the question, I'm sure other people have the same question. I hope you will join me in our workout series. Keep on following, let's go, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.